It looks like if you were to take a washcloth and then uncrustable it. Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform that is here to help you stand out and thrive online. Check out squarespace.com/AlexandriaRyan to claim your domain, showcase your passions, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. Hello everybody and welcome back to After Advent season. Today on this fine, glorious morning, and by morning, oh boy do I mean it, it is currently 4:52 in the AM. I'm not used to being conscious at this time of the day. Thank heavens for yesterday's me being savvy enough to order 2 energy drinks that I put in the refrigerator. Gotta have this morning. And also the cold pizza that I ate at 3 AM. But that should just make it all the more interesting today to open a Sephora advent calendar. What a better time than 5 o'clock in the morning after almost 0% sleep to open a trash calendar. Okay, I might be getting a tiny bit ahead of myself here. We don't know if this calendar is bad. It just happens to be a Sephora collection advent calendar. We don't have, you know, years of evidence or first-hand experience to back up the claim or the thought that this could be like maybe not the best advent calendar, but it might be really good. It really might. Or we'll have more ornaments for the Sephora garbage tree of shame. Either way, it's a win. But today we're going to be opening the Moving Lights Premium Sephora Collection 24-day advent calendar. Now there is another Sephora Collection 24-day advent calendar right up here, and there's another little, where'd it go? Oh yes, there. A little like kind of after advent calendar thing down here at the bottom. We'll do those in a video together, but this I felt was like the main attraction of the Sephora Collection Premium Advent Calendars. Now, this was $89 with a supposed $170 value. However, in my research this morning, I did find that at some point this was on sale on the Sephora website and at Kohl's for $44.50. It is currently out of stock, but at some point they're selling it for like half price. Now, it does say there are 16 full-size items in here, and you know, like, it's a cute little cube, but it is a little bit small to kind of visualize 16 actual full-size products inside of here. The little tin that everything comes in is actually pretty cute. It's a metal little cube. I really like the iridescence on the outside. Oh, it kind of reminds me of like a tesseract, or you know, is there something science fiction-y? I think it's a cute little tin. Alrighty, all of our little items are stacked inside of here in individual boxes. A nice, like, I don't know, 90s skating rink theme we have going on here. Let us begin with day number 1. Ooh, there's a slight texture to the boxes. I actually kind of like that. My heavens, Sephora! We're starting off with a makeup product, a full-size makeup product? That's new. That's different. Full disclosure, when I saw like a circular thing wrapped up in paper, I was like, it's a teeth checker mirror. I was just talking about how we haven't received any teeth checker mirrors this year, and obviously Sephora came through, but it's not. Honestly, this color looks really beautiful. This is a colorful luminizer in the shade Glitzy Gold. I think it's it looks creamy smooth. I think it's gonna be a powder product. It just looks super, super smooth. Ooh, almost a little like dreamsicle-y. Like there's a slightly kind of creamy orangeness to this gold. It's actually quite pretty. Ooh. I didn't make that face in reaction to the product, actually. I just forgot that I had egg written on the back of my hand, which I probably need to erase before I start showing you guys swatches. I saw some like mystery Easter eggs coming out that are full of like beauty stuff, and I was like, oh, those would be kind of fun to do on the channel around Easter time. When is Easter? That's very soon, isn't it? But I knew I would immediately forget to purchase them if I didn't make note of it, which also makes me like kind of not want to erase the egg off the back of my hand because I will forget. It just might have to be there for the swatches, I don't know. I won't tell y'all. Okay, anywho, there's the highlight swatched on the back of the hand. At first, honestly, when I swiped it on, it did look quite orange. I was like, oh, maybe that is a little bit intense, but like once it was blended out on the back of the hand, it didn't look as powdery as it initially did swatched, and it definitely blended in a little bit more to where it wasn't so very, very orange. I kind of think that's really pretty. I'm gonna try just a little bit on my cheek here with my broken brush that I said I was gonna fix like 3 months ago, and I still haven't, but I probably won't ever, actually. I actually kind of like that. Now Sephora, we're off to a pretty decent start. That's new. I was kind of just thinking, like, as much as I'm trying to get through all of my old makeup products, I was using an Ofra palette from, it's literally 8 years old. I looked up like the patch code. It's 8 years old. And I really wanted to finally get through it, but I was noticing that the highlights were kind of making me look a little washed out, a little gray. And I was just thinking like, dang, maybe I should actually buy a different highlighter. I kind of like this one. I really do. It has a nice warm glow to it. I feel super, super glowy. I might have put on a little bit too much, but I think it's pretty. I like it. Wow. Not too shabby Sephora for the first day. Not too shabby. All right, day number 2 here. We have a very sizable box for just one tiny little stick. One tiny little brush here. This is kind of an interesting shaped eyeshadow brush. It's very flat, but not like super flat like a smudger or anything. It's still a little bit on the fluffy side. I think this would be nice for, oh, actually, I've been smudging out my liquid black liner with just a little bit of like really deep eyeshadow, like a deep brown eyeshadow, and I kind of think this brush might work out well for that. Anything like too small and kind of concentrated packs on like way too much pigment, but this might be nice like specifically for that purpose. It also could be good for like maybe under the eye or something. So yeah, it's just a little brush. Not exactly too like heavyweight or anything. Feels a little bit on the inexpensive side. It is this Sephora collection brushes, so not maybe the best quality, but it's cute, it's fine. Alrighty, day number 3 here. Oh, I'm seeing the first squeezy tube. Oh, squeezy tubes. And what do you know? I think it's the same squeezy tube that we get like every single year from Sephora. How fun! This one, something about it looks a tiny bit larger than we're used to in the Sephora advent calendars. Maybe like the version of this that comes in this advent calendar back here, because I almost guarantee you there is one, will be a little bit smaller. This one just seems a tiny bit bigger. Maybe this is actually a full size. This is a hyaluronic acid all day glow highlighter. It's supposed to be for hydration and glow. You can use it every day, AM and PM, or it can also be used as a makeup primer. I mean, that's nice. And you get one, oh my goodness, you get 1 fluid ounce of it. Kind of thought there might be a safety seal or something. I was wrong. Squirt it out there real nice. Alrighty. Yes. Actually, you know what? It feels very hydrating. It's slightly cooling, very hydrating. I'm sure it's a nice hyaluronic acid moisturizer. What is that smell? It smells a little bit like plastic, which I kind of don't mind. I tend to enjoy the nice smell of like a fresh plastic thing. like a pool float, like a summertime pool float, fresh out of packaging. Every year I get like I have an automatic assumption that some of the boxes in Sephora advent calendars are empty because they're so lightweight. But like almost nothing. Like, this practically is floating, a little bubble. And that's why. This could even be like a little star on top of the tree, all the red ornaments, and then just a super shiny lame looking silver scrunchie. Very much so in keeping with the 90s roller rink theme. Textures. It's so bad. It feels like dance costumes from when I was younger. Oh, that's so terrible. But you know, I'm sure it serves the purpose of scrunching. And it'll keep your bun up. It'll keep your nice bouffant bun up, I'm sure. Ooh, and number 5, very clanky, a little tiny bit of heft to it. Hey, okay, we have what looks like a full-size item, and it also seems like a mascara that I've never tried from Sephora before, so that's really nice. This is the Love the Lift mascara. It's kind of a pretty color, like the tube. It's like a really deep aqua glitter with a really deep purple glitter, and it kind of shifts colors. It almost reminds me of like a fishing lure. That's another thing that looks really enticing to chew on. I guess that's why it works for fish. I wouldn't do that though, especially post the fishing part. But they're just so like squishy feeling, and they always have the little glitters in them. Those are the most fun part of fishing. That's actually, no, that's the only fun part of fishing for me. I do not enjoy to fish, but the little lures are always cute. This is supposed to be an instant curling and lifting and volume mascara. It's all in one. Oh, the little stick is also purple. And earthy smelling mascara. We have a little bit of like a banana shape going on here, a little bit of a scoop. It has the firm kind of silicone bristles to it. I would attempt to try this on, but I think we're too far gone at this point. I don't know how many hours ago or how many layers ago this mascara is from. Several on both accounts, I'm sure. And number 6 here is a pretty little pink box. All right, I guess I can start going ahead and constructing our Sephora puzzle of face masks that come in different like sections to make sure you don't get the whole coverage at one time, because that would be wild. Oh, take that back. This one is actually for your entire face. This is a papaya vitamin C mask. Oh man, banana fiber tissue? That's fun. Oh man, I want a smoothie now. Like bananas and papaya. Have you ever had a papaya? Surely at some point I've had a papaya. But like a nice banana, papaya, like mango, pineapple smoothie, that sounds incredible at this moment. So this is a mask using tissue made of banana fibers infused with vitamin serum made up of super ingredients from natural origins that works in just 5 minutes. That's speedy. Usually it says leave on for like 15 minutes. This one only says leave on for 5. It's supposed to improve your skin's radiance and make you real glowy and such. Oh, day number 7. It's a little bit of a small box, but it's kind of heavy in there. Oh, what happened to the eggs? The next item here is just a little like clear top coat nail polish, but these used to come in eggs. Every single Sephora advent calendar we've like ever received has come with multiple little tiny itty bitty baby Sephora eggs with nail polish inside of them. Are they supposed to look like eggs? I don't know. There's a lot of egg talk in this video for some entirely unknown reason. Anywho, maybe those are like smaller or something, and maybe we'll get the eggs later on in this advent calendar up here, and these are just like the larger versions. But yeah, a little clear top coat, and it's supposed to help with the shine and the layer of your nail polish. So I'm assuming we'll see at least one other nail polish color in here. Usually in these advent calendars, there's 3: clear, red, and pink. We'll see if the trend continues. Day 8's a bit of a bigger box here, but like it's shuffling. Oh. That's why. I should have known. I was like, it feels like it's really fit well inside of this box. It's because it's a rolled up mask for your hands. Ooh, we have the mango part of my smoothie now. We have papaya, mango. We just need banana. Oh, the banana fibers. If we get something with pineapple in it, we're golden. All right, so the next thing we have here is a mango hand mask. Maybe this time, instead of just giving us little sections of a face sheet mask, we're gonna construct like a body. So we have the face, we have the hands. Maybe we'll get like a foot mask. Oh, these are decorated. Well, that makes them even more fun. Oh, they do have little, at least in the drawing here, they do have like little mango designs all over them. How cute. Decorated enclosed skincare gloves soaked in gel-like formula, of which 92% ingredients are from natural origin for a shot of intense care in 15 minutes. This one does stay on a bit longer. Oh, it also looks like it has a little like strap that you can fasten around your wrist so you get really nice like tight wear from your hand masks, so you know they don't slip off while you're nourishing your fingers. Alrighty, the first layer is already done. It is so far very Sephora-y. Like things are very Sephora-y. I'm gonna give it to them with at least having, so far, a couple of full-size makeup items. 2 full-size makeup items, but that's something. We are still seeing kind of the same exact stuff that we always see in Sephora advent calendars. Hopefully there's something here that makes it a little bit more premium, a little bit more worth the money, because I think it's like almost 40 bucks more than this one up here. Moving on to day number 9. Oh, a spritz. Oh, this is kind of something new a little bit, I think. Scented body mist. It isn't like a scent that we typically get in the advent calendars, but they're usually like the little Nespresso pods of body gel, which are like one-time use, maybe like half-time use, honestly, and you know, almost entirely pointless and valueless. But this time we have that same Manoi scent and a body mist, which is actually, it smells really good from my memory. So that's something we can get more than just like a half-time use out of. Yeah, oh, that smells really nice. It's really kind of like tropical. It almost has a little bit of like sunscreeny scents to it, which I don't mind. Like, I think that smells kind of nice, especially when you're mixing it with like kind of a tropical floral and a little bit more of those, you know, vacation vibe scents. I think it smells nice. Okay, well, cute. That's something new, I think, that we've never gotten in Sephora advent calendars before. So I'm okay with that. Oh, 10 is like, y'all hear anything in there? This sounds actually empty. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's something tiny like wrapped in foam, but it weighs nothing. This isn't usually the advent calendar that I inception on the screen. This one is, but we could inception this because every year, one singular charcoal nose mask every time, without fail. It's just a charcoal nose strip that's supposed to rip out your blackheads. I really hope they're not counting like this as a full size. Because like technically it's not a miniature version of a nose strip. So I guess this is the full size of one singular strip. but like surely these come in a pack. As every other charcoal nose strip, Biore strip in the entire world comes usually with just more than one. So like that, I wouldn't say this is a full size. I don't know if they're saying that. I definitely wouldn't. Is this another some type of piece of mask, Sephora? What are we up to? We're up to, we have 3 different types of like sheets of thin paper-like material that go on your face. Oh, sorry, face and hands so far. And this is sounding very similar. Is it worse? Little boomerang things. It looks very similar to with the ones that we decorated the garbage tree with. You know, the ones that were real sticky when we got them. But these ones are actually, they're flatter. They're much flatter. They do come in a tiny little cute pouch though. I'm kind of into this tiny bitty little Ziploc pouch. This could be cute to put like your pillows in. Like, you know, you got your can't go in without your Excedrin, your Gas X, some Tums. I'm 32, going on 33 very soon. So those are the things I need to keep on hand, and that could be really cute for those. Okay, I'm assuming these are intended to be reusable, but they're so thin and flimsy. I can't imagine these holding up very well. But you know, you slap on your eye cream, you throw these things on your face, it helps it soak in the eye cream without it like dissipating and stuff. I get the point of these. These just unfortunately feel very, very thin and like they could rip really easily. They also look like they could get accidentally thrown away nearly immediately. But I do like this little glitter pouch. Alrighty, day number 12 is up next. Ooh, well that's cute. A little lip balm thing. Oh, it's a lip sleeping mask. But that's a little bit different. Okay, yeah, a little bit different. This is a nourishing and smoothing cherry extract hydration mask. I love cherry scented tasting things, so this could be good. Ooh, very thick. I was gonna put that on my lips first, but just went straight to the tongue. At first lick, I thought it was a lot more kind of sweet cherry tasting. You don't really get a ton of that. It does feel kind of like soothing, smoothing, hydrating. It's fine. It feels fine. A little sticky. I got more of it in my mouth than I anticipated. But again, a product that we're not entirely used to seeing in a Sephora advent calendar. So anything that's even like kind of slightly different is like a win for Sephora in my eyes. Oh no! Drop my mirror off the table. Alright you guys, we're about halfway through this advent calendar, and before we move on, I'd love to tell you all about today's sponsor, Squarespace. As you guys know, I have been working with and using Squarespace for years now, and I absolutely love and recommend the platform. I personally use it for my 2 retail businesses and also for YouTube. Even if you don't have like a dedicated business or anything, but you're just wanting like an online presence, it's super fun to make your own website. Plus, it's just so super simple to use, and if you are a business owner, a content creator, or just looking to like expand your presence online, Squarespace is a great way to grow and promote your business and your passions. Squarespace offers so many cool and useful features, like their collection of cutting-edge design tools that allow you to create a unique online presence that perfectly fits your brand or your business. The Blueprint AI website builder will help you build a fully custom website in just a few steps. You just enter in some basic information about your business goals and personality, and Squarespace will generate premium quality content and personalized design recommendations. Squarespace also offers a huge library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates for you to personalize. They make it so simple to create an eye-catching, bespoke website with absolutely no experience required. Also, since your unique custom site needs an equally unique name, Squarespace Domains makes it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair price with no hidden fees. And if you're looking to sell online, whether you offer products or services, Squarespace has everything you need to grow your business and get paid all in one place. They offer easy online payments and built-in tools for inventory, shipping, and fulfillment, so you can simplify your workflow and give customers a seamless shopping experience. So if you're looking to build your brand, grow your business, and succeed online, Squarespace has you covered. So check out squarespace.com/AlexandriaRyan for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, use code AlexandriaRyan to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And just thank you so very much again to Squarespace for your continued support of the channel. It really means the absolute world to me. It's support like yours that can keep advent calendar season going all year round. 13 is up next here. Feeling heavy, sounding clanky, could potentially be some type of maybe makeup product, a little palette or something. Or not a palette, but some type of little makeup product. This is also different too. My heavens. Okay, on the bottom here, it just says outrageous intense. I don't know what it is. It didn't tell me that part of it. Assuming it's a shimmery, kind of shiny lip gloss. Minty. Look at that tiny little doe foot. Oh, that's a really small little just kind of curved doe foot. Very itty bitty. It's kind of like a creamy minty scent to it. I'm sure there wouldn't be much in the way of like actual color from this. It would probably give you just a little bit of a frosty look on your lips, which isn't exactly my favorite kind of finish, that kind of like frosty shade. I wonder if it's at all plumping just because it has that minty scent to it, and it did say something about being outrageous and intense. Yeah, okay, so maybe it is a bit of a lip plumper, but I don't think I would get a ton of use out of this shade, so I'm probably not gonna swatch it. 14 is up next, and we have yet another little squeezy tube. Again, a little bit larger looking, feeling at least, that I'm used to with Sephora advent calendars. 1 fluid ounce yet again. This is a clean skin gel that's supposed to cleanse and tone for eyes, face, and your neck. This might be a little bit different. I don't remember exactly this squeezy tube from advent calendars past. It's supposed to have prebiotics in it, 98% natural, very lovely. It said 95% of people found skin clear after 28 days of use. That's a very, very high percentage. That's also good. Alrighty, so a little cleanser here. So far not like, well, if you count all the masks. Okay, well maybe, I was gonna say so far not like a whole ton of skincare, but we do have 2 squeezy tubes and 3 masks and then like an overnight lip treatment. So that might actually be a good amount of skincare so far. But you know, there's hope. There's a couple makeup products in here. Maybe we'll find more inside the box. 15 is a little bit on the heavy side. Moving on here to, ooh, also very mysterious. Okie dokie. We have a Sephora 7% Super Glow Vitamin C Serum. This does look a little bit familiar. Oh, that kind of smells nice. Why am I craving like juice? I want juice. It just kind of has a nice like citrusy scent to it. A little bit of like an orange or like a lemon. Yeah, vitamin C serum. Wonderful. I'm not hearing any shimmy shaking going on in here, so I feel like we're about to add to our like human construction form of Sephora sheet masks. When you know it, where do we think this one goes? It has a roundular shape to it. I'm gonna go with neck. Yeah, we got the head, we got the nose, neck. Oh hey, it's actually just another head. Maybe we're building twins. Okay, this is a mattifying and clarifying face mask with matcha tea in it. This is very different than the first one that's supposed to be for like glowing and stuff, so they got you covered whether you want to glow or you don't. Face mask for all. It instantly mattifies the skin, reduces the appearance of imperfections for skin that is clear, purified, and matte. How does it instantly mattify the skin, you think? It's just like straight rubbing alcohol. Dang. Okay, non-biodegradable. Do not leave in nature. Certification does not cover the possible presence of toxic or non-biodegradable residue in this product. Heavens to Betsy. This is, y'all have heard of like greenwashing and that kind of stuff. Look, I mean, it's, besides the fact that the packaging is fully green and there's like leaves on it, they're like, oh, 95% natural ingredients from nature. But don't you dare leave it in nature because it's non-biodegradable and will leave chemicals in the earth. There's stuff in my eyeballs. I don't know. Like 2-day-old mascara coming to get me. Alright you guys, we have made it to the final layer of this advent calendar. It's like an ogre. You're like an onion. Many, many layers, many depth, the complexities of the Sephora advent calendar. Alright, what even day is it now? 17 maybe? 17, 38, 8. This one has a hole. Did any of the other ones have a hole? No. Why do you specifically have a finger hole? Interesting. Okie dokie, 17. Hey! Ooh, shimmery. I kind of like this. All right, so like I said, there would potentially be at least 1 to 2 more fingernail polishes, and they could either be pink or red. And look at this, pink. But it's a really kind of shimmery, pretty glittery pink. Definitely different than colors of the pink we have received in the past. Still pink. This is in the shade Pink Glaze. Oh wow, that is very, very shimmery. It definitely loses a bit of the actual pink there. I have it on these 2 nails. I'm sure if you were to like layer it up or something, you could see a little bit more of that light frosty pink, or if you just put it over like another pink kind of cream polish, that could actually be really pretty. Day 18 here, feeling nothing, hearing nothing, so that means we must be another step closer into building our Sephora mask army. Or not. Oh, what are you? It's one singular round piece of terry cloth with a Sephora ribbon on it. My goodness. My goodness. Yes. Kind of microfibery terry cloth, yes. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's a useful item, something that you can wipe off your makeup with and that kind of thing. Reusable, you could put some makeup remover on it. But I will say, I purchased like a 50 pack of microfiber, just little squares. They're really, really soft. They're little square towels, and I use those as like my makeup remover. So instead of using like wipes and stuff, I use those for everything in my skincare routine, taking off makeup, everything. And it's really, really handy to have them. I just wash them and put them back in the basket and then back and forth like that. Yeah, just one little tiny singular round face wiper. It looks like if you were to take a washcloth and then Uncrustable it, you know, the Uncrustable PB&J sandwiches. You can buy those, the Uncrustable makers. This looks like an Uncrustable washcloth. Ooh, my heavens. Okay, 19, definitely clanky. This could be interesting. Alrighty, alrighty. I have a Sephora lip gloss in the shade Confident. It's a very peachy shade. I wonder how pigmented it would be. It does look a little like it might have that like kind of peachy milky shade. That's not exactly my favorite, but I'll give it a tiny swatch. I'd hate to waste it though. I feel like a ribbon dancer. Ooh! Oh, got on my sweatshirt. Actually, yeah, that kind of smells icky a little bit. I like the cap and the packaging of this, that like translucent little plastic there. It's a very standard looking lip gloss. It doesn't smell great, to be honest. Ooh, I like it though. The jelliness of it, I thought it might be a little bit like creamy looking, but it's actually jelly looking, which I prefer. I just hate the way it smells. There's definitely like not a ton of color, like at all whatsoever. It's basically clear, but it is making like the little lip stain that I had on before just ever so slightly more warm toned, which is kind of nice if you're just wanting to like warm up a lipstick or a lip stain or something. That could be nice. I hate to go batch coat hunting, but this just does not smell fantastic. Or like maybe it's just unscented and we're so used to having like a minty creamy scent or like a vanilla scent inside of lip products that it smells off just because it just doesn't smell like that. But it also does smell a little bit old. Can I even find the batch code on here? Dang nabbit, Sephora. There's no outer packaging, so I don't know if there's any batch code. And usually it would be like kind of impressed into this tiny sticker on the bottom, but I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna try to rip it off and see if it's underneath. Oh, it's right there, I found it. It's tiny. It's just engraved into the little plastic bottom there. It does feel kind of smooth and soft though. Hopefully they actually have Sephora on here as a brand they have listed for the batch codes. Well, they do. Okay, it's not super new, but it's not 3+ years old. If it was like getting really close to 3 years or over 3 years, I'd say, okay, I think it smells a little bit off because it likely is a little bit off, but it is 1 year and 9 months old. So it's not like a newborn baby or anything, but you would still probably be counting its age in months. Is that how it works with like babies? You count their age until they're like 24 months and then they become 2. It feels fully empty. It feels empty. It sounds empty. It's either another sheet mask or it's, you know, camouflage itself as a sheet mask. Sheet mask. Okay, what piece do we have this time? Oh, blueberry. I do also love blueberries. This time we have an anti-dark circle under the eye, little sheet mask situation. Little miniature under eye sheet mask situation. 21, also a little bit clanky. The sound of that clank is very nail polish reminiscent. I think we might have our third nail polish, and we do. Oh my gosh, and it is, well, okay, I thought at first it was red, but it's actually like a super, super deep brown with maybe hints of like kind of a warmth to it. I don't think it's actually red. Ooh, Cocoa Cuddle. That's a cute name. I'm very, very surprised it isn't like a super deep red though. A brown is really interesting. Oh my gosh, it is like super brown. Ooh. I guess I forgot to show you guys the nails after I actually painted them. So yeah, they are a little bit chipped already. And I guess this is from like 5 o'clock this morning. So it's been like 12 hours maybe since these were painted. But my nails don't really stay on very well. So yeah, they're just like a chocolatey brown color. They kind of look like 2 brown M&Ms on the tips of my fingers there. But I think the brown's kind of a pretty color. Nothing. Nada. Not a single little rattle, a shimmy, a shake. Nothing. All right, what part of the body are we covering the sheet mask this time? I feel like this box is kind of small. I still want to say neck. Maybe like a lip mask. I feel like we standardly get lip masks in Sephora advent calendars, and is this the same exact one we always get? Oh my heavens. Oh, it is. Yep. Sephora cherry lip mask. You're nothing if you're not consistent, Sephora. You really cling on to that consistency. It seems like it might be all you have. Just a little cherry sheet mask for your lips. Okay, 2 days left here. 24, like, can y'all hear the clunk in there? That's a nice clunk. I'm hoping that means it's a nice, like, full size, some type of makeup product. Watch it just be a bar of like soap. Sephora brand soap. Let's move on here to day number 23 though, before we get into the clunk that is day number 24. Let's, yep. Brow gel has become such a consistent and constant thing to see in advent calendars, subscription boxes, anything, anywhere, anytime. It's kind of shocking that this might be the first Sephora brow gel, at least maybe one that looks like this. That's probably a lie. Man, I wish I could remember things. I don't remember always getting Sephora brow gels inside of advent calendars, but we have one now. We have a Sephora just clear brow gel. Shape and Set clear brow gel. It is, I guess, get a full-size makeup product. I'm still very curious about the 16 full-size items. I know they're counting every single one of these sheet masks, and yeah, technically, I guess this is a full-size item that likely doesn't come in some type of set, like the little nose mask should at least, but I'm assuming they're counting these as full-size items, and that's how they could fit 16 items full-size in that little box back there. That's how they can do it. It's not magic, it's not Mary Poppins-esque ability, it's the fact that the full-size items are all very small. The smallest of full-size items. But day number 24 here holds some promise. It holds some clunky feeling promise. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Looking continually promising. A little bit of tissue paper, a little bit of square. My heavens, Sephora, you didn't. An eyeshadow palette. Has this ever happened before? Genuinely curious. I'm polling the audience. You guys have such a better memory than I do. I'll pull something out in a video and be like, oh my goodness, I've never even seen or heard of this product before. And I'll inevitably get comments being like, oh, you did in this box this year. I'm like, y'all are wizards. How does your brain work like that? Anywho, it has a fun little, it's kind of intense. It's a little snappy bit around it there to hold it shut. This is the Color Shifter palette. Ooh, 5 eyeshadows. It's interesting that it says it's a color shifter. I'm wondering if they're like maybe duochromes or something. That could be pretty. I'm liking the colors of the outside here. The kind of like olives and sages. I'm hoping that's what the colors look like on the inside. Oh well. Never judge a book by its cover. That's what they say, right? It's a rude thing to do. Because nothing in here is necessarily an olive or a sage. In the camera though, why is this pulling a little bit olive? In real life it just looks brown. Maybe it is olive. Oh, maybe I spoke way too soon. What is? Oh good. Very good. Okay, yeah. Maybe not so much olive as like a dusty, dirty moss. Oh, I did swatch something there, okay. We have like a magical color changing eyeshadow right here, but I did have, what was there? Oh, a lip gloss. That's why I can actually see some of the color and it's not just dusty and patchy. Oh, and this one's green too. Okay, good. I just can't see, I guess. That one's like the only kind of good one. Okay. Here we have our little color lineup. We do have 2 kind of greenish shades. This one here, it's looking a bit more green in camera. That's good. Maybe the lighting will help. If you were in some bright lights, it might be a little bit more green, but it's kind of like a, like I said, like a dusty, dirty moss in the way in which it is dusty and also looks like kind of just a brownish green. And it's a little bit like patchy, like moss. Like you see like moss and patches. Maybe that's what they're going for, because it's perhaps not the best formulation of eyeshadow that I've ever seen. It's incredibly patchy, dusty. The pigment doesn't show up fantastically, at least in the swatch. It might do better on the lids with like a brush or something. If the skin was actually prepared, you can tell that this one here that also isn't maybe the most intensely pigmented color. Once it got stuck to that little lip gloss that was on the back of my hand, you can see it then. Personally do actually like this camel shade here. I think that one out of the mattes is the one that swatched the best. The pigment is pretty consistent all the way through. It was fairly smooth. The color actually pulls through even though it's like a lighter shade. So this one I think is really nice and pretty. I think that could be a really nice like blending shade or like a starting shade. And then this shade down here that has some shimmer to it is actually really pretty. It has those like mossy, kind of dirty undertones, but like in a good way. Some ways you look at it, it's picking up a little bit more green, but then some ways you look at it, it's a little bit more brown and bronzy. I think this one is really pretty. So those two shades I think are really nice. Then we have the topper, which I guess maybe is where they're getting like the color shifter from. I guess it's supposed to go over top of shadows and like make it look different. The only problem with that is you can't even see it. So it's swatched right here. I tried going over top of this one just then to see if we could see any difference. It might have lightened it up a little bit and made it a bit more gold. Honestly, you can kind of see it better on my fingers where it's been swatched and kind of stuck better. There's a little hint of a shift to it, kind of like a creamy champagne gold. I don't know if color shifter would be the right name for this eyeshadow palette. Like I said, if they were like duochromes or if this topper like really changed the color of the pigment or like made it look different, then maybe. But it's just kind of like a, you know, an earthy toned, kind of warm toned little palette with a couple of decent shades. But it's a palette, and that's progress. Palette is progress, Sephora. Good job. Good job with that. The final day of the advent calendar, giving us like a full-size actual color makeup item with at least 2-ish decent shades in it. That's progress for Sephora. We still have the non-premium one left to go, and we pretty much know, you know, exactly what's going to be in this one. At this point, doing that calendar is just tradition, but this one had a couple little surprises in it. The $89 price point is quite high for Sephora branded stuff, to be completely honest. There are some things that I think have really nice quality to them from the Sephora brand. I like that they do offer some stuff that is more affordable, more accessible. Some of the stuff, the quality isn't the most fantastic. And then we just have like the pure Sephora filler. Like, you know, the things that cost them pennies to produce that kind of fill up the majority of the advent calendar. This is where like Sephora, the calendar start losing steam, you know? If we truly and honestly with Sephora advent calendars stuck along like these lines, like this is pretty decent. This is a nice couple fistfuls of decent size makeup and skincare and things. But unfortunately they do include a whole lot of filler that makes the calendars much less expensive for them to produce, and in their eyes helps justify the higher price point that the consumer is taking on, because they can make it a 24-day advent calendar when like almost half the advent calendar is just filler fluff stuff that doesn't cost anything. Yeah, I would consider like at least 9 to 10 of these items in the advent calendar that we just opened pure fluff and stuff, like just stuff to add to the advent calendar to make it 24 days to justify them charging like $90 on the advent calendar. Because if they just gave us like real true quality Sephora makeup and skincare items, you know, they couldn't make it 24 days and they couldn't charge you as much money for it. That's why I honestly think sometimes the smaller Sephora advent calendars are actually like a better deal, because they'll have really concentrated items, just a couple of them, for a much lower price, but you're like missing out on a lot of the fluff and stuff they shove into the rest of the calendars. $170 is just so much, but I think for like the masks and stuff, they're usually like, they're kind of expensive per mask, and I know that they're accounting for that inside of the calendar. They also don't take into account like sale prices, so a lot of these items from the Sephora Sephora collection are on sale frequently, but they don't count, obviously, the sale price. They're gonna count the full price and that $170 value. It's not the worst Sephora advent calendar I've ever seen, that's for sure, but it's, you know, it's a Sephora advent calendar. It's not much to write home about. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's my closing statement. Alright, you guys, let me know what y'all think about this advent calendar and just Sephora advent calendars in general. We will be getting to the other Sephora advent calendars. We're dwindling down the rest of them right now. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I know the videos have been posted like kind of for quick together and like late at night, and just it's all been very random, but I'm just kind of trying to get work done like when I can. That's why I'm filming at like 5 o'clock in the morning, because we had to bring Rin back from surgery, so I took like a little nap between about like midnight last night and like 2 to 3 a.m. today, and then I got up to film, and then I'll edit this and hopefully post it today to make sure I get like everything that I need to get done finished. But thank you guys so very much for just everything. Y'all are the best. If you're new here and you'd like to subscribe, please go ahead and consider doing so. I mean, that would world to me. I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time.